Welcome to the Daytona DMAX Interheats Championship for 2018. Yes, it's been a long winter, but we're back for another season, and I think this is definitely going to be the best season of DMAX. We say that every year, but we've got a sellout grid in the Interheats, 22 drivers on the grid to compete over the next 10 rounds. We've got an awesome calendar, I think our best yet. We've got PF International up next. We're going to GYG in Wales for the first time. We're revisiting Rye House and Ella Park. We're going up and down the country as low down as Clay Pigeon, so it's going to be a brilliant season. But of course we start here at Daytona Milton Keynes as ever. Interheats is going to be a really interesting season. Mike Coppin, I think this could be his year. He says he wants to win it this year, and he started with a win in the very first heat, and he absolutely ran away with it. But we've got a lot of the seeded drivers coming back, some new faces as well. Here's Jake Sanson to talk you through what's happened in the heats.
Bobby Trundley, a heat winner, along with Chris Alcock, likewise a heat winner in this category. And the other heat winner from the earlier competitions, Mike Coppin, finds himself in 4th position on the grid alongside Richard Lacey. Battle really will be joined. Chris Hackworth starting 5th on the grid, late out onto the circuit. But the rest of the field will parade around with them, so the leading 4 will have to drop back a little bit. It's Trundley and Alcock, Lacey and Coppin, Hackworth and Jordan Taylor, Joe Ellis and Owen Genman on the 4th row, Tom Eastwood and Andy Spencer rounding out the top 10, Philip Senior and Curtis Mitchell on row 6 from Lee Carey and Andy Stobart, Chris Cresswell and Chris Kirk, then James Wattis, David Martin, Connor Linnett, James Browning, and at the back of the grid, it's Adrian Lomas. The top 6 seeds are all in the top 6 positions in terms of numbers in this championship, and it's going to be interesting to see how Trundley, Hackworth, Taylor, Alcock, Coppin and Lacey go to battle for this year's crown. But the first one out of the blocks, Bobby Trundley taking a crucial victory at a crucial moment in that final heat, and that enough to put him on the front row of the grid. But the man starting alongside him, Chris Alcock, has been lightning this weekend, Mr. McCarthy, has he not?
Yeah, he was very quick in the Enduros, wasn't he? So took a podium there. We'll be hoping for another one, and that would round off a pretty good day for him. But Mike Coppin looked very quick in the opening heat. Owen Genman's been quick today as well, so we look forward to seeing what he can do from the 4th row. It is a very tough grid, certainly that top 10. I'd say pretty much anyone can win it as long as they can stop Bobby Trundley from getting away.
So if Trundley gets away, it's mission accepted as far as he's concerned. Defend my title, green flag, away we go. And look at that lead already from Trundley as he dives into the first corner, no questions asked. He's got himself a break of about 4 kart lengths. That is the perfect getaway from Bobby Trundley, so it's up to 2nd position now for the rest of them as they all dive through on the first lap. Chris Alcock running well at the head of the pack. 3rd position, that is Mike Coppin. He's got a terrific getaway, Mike Coppin, into 3rd.
Yeah, I think the race is...
Oh, we've got a spin in the mid-pack, sorry. At
yeah.
5, we've got a kart facing the wrong way and getting back onto the circuit, and that was in the middle of the pack, so we may have a bit of a jostle for position. Yeah,
it almost is like race over, isn't it, with that start, Bobby Trundley. He's made their task of catching him very, very difficult. Just so quick when on cold tyres is Bobby Trundley. He just knows how to get a good start, and has the confidence to carry a lot of speed on this opening lap. And look at that gap as he comes into turn 9, carrying more speed than anyone else through turn 9. He is away and clear. This is a race for 2nd, in my opinion.
Is this vengeance for only finishing 3rd in the earlier Enduro?
Yeah, which was disappointing by his standards.
He was disappointed by that, but he's going to march out in front in the heats. He gets a signal from Alex Pritchard watching on the sideline. A massive gap, don't worry, mate. And we've got an off. We've got an off at 10. We've got an off at 10. Someone facing the wrong way. And that looks like Tom Eastwood potentially.
Yeah. It's Tom Eastwood or Philip Senior.
It is Eastwood. Eastwood has gone backwards into the tyres at 10.
No, it's not Eastwood. He's come across the line. I'd say that's...
Oh, it must be Chris Kirk then. Yeah. Bobby Trundley commanding out in front. Look at that. He's checking out.
Where does he get this pace from so early in the race? Just absolutely phenomenal stuff from Trundley. But we do have a good race on for 2nd, I think. Alcock is being caught, I reckon, from Mike Coppin. Let's see what the gap is across the line. It was 7.5 tenths. It's half a second, so Mike Coppin is indeed catching.
4th place is going to be spicy too.
Yeah,
Jordan Taylor hanging on in front of Richard Lacey. Lacey looks like he's lining him up for a move into turn 4. Doesn't quite have the gap to make it work, so he's going to have to try again. Bobby Trundley's already out of 6 as the rest of the field goes into 6. This is absolutely incredible stuff as they continue to battle away around the circuit, down the far side, into 6, my favourite corner on this circuit, down through the dip, keep the power on. Hold on to the steering wheel and keep it balanced on the way into 7. Beautiful corner that. You get so much grip and power. You've got to be absolutely on it as you work your way through. Bobby Trundley on the back straight, 6/10 ahead of everybody else on that last lap. In that last lap alone, he was a second quicker than Chris Alcock in second place. Amazing. No one's winning this if their name is not Bobby Trundley.
Unless he stops and lets them. But other than that, yep, this is going to be his race to lose.
Alcock in second position, trying desperately to hang on from Mike Coppin, who is going quicker than him at the moment.
I'll tell you what, watch out for Owen Genman, because he's closed in on both
Lacey,
Richard Lacey. Yes, he is the second quickest driver on track. He's just done a 66.1. He's a driver 6/10 behind Bobby Trundley, which makes him second quickest somehow.
Yep. Genman getting very intrigued by Richard Lacey, trying to make a good move. That was not the greatest exit from the turn for Jordan Taylor up the road.
I think Richard Lacey versus Genman is the next battle.
I think you're right.
Here comes Genman into the last corner. There goes the move up the inside. Can he hold on to it? Yes.
Lacey goes a bit deep. Watch out for Chris Hackworth. Hackworth's going to try and come up on the inside. Lacey went round the outside.
Well, either he let him go back through, or Lacey did genuinely get the run.
Oh, wow, this is a great battle.
No, he may have let him go back through.
Yeah, I suppose maybe the argument might have been, well, if there was contact between the two of them as they came off the turn, I suppose I'd better not get a penalty and just let him go. I'll try again. But that has definitely held them both up, and that's dropped them off the back of Jordan Taylor.
But I think they're going to see that move pretty much repeated. So that's a good battle going on. They've got to be careful, because the reigning vice champion Chris Hackworth's just behind.
Look at Trundley through 10 and out of 10 by the time Chris Alcock in second goes through 9. It's absolutely amazing.
Well, this is not good news for Hackworth, is it? Trundley is running away with it, and meanwhile he is fighting for 6th place.
Yeah, it's not great.
For his championship, this is not a good start.
That's 0.4 of a second back. Yeah. We're only on lap 7. This is absolutely amazing. As Bobby Trundley opens up the gap to over 7 seconds on this lap. And we look back, Alcock has got enough of a gap to be comfortable in second place, doesn't he? Coppin and Taylor.
Watch Hackworth. There he goes. Up the inside.
Can Genman get him on the way back? No, he can't. Perfect from Hackworth. That's the overtaking move that won in the Enduro earlier on Chris Alcock.
Yeah, it was,
He's mastered it.
Basically a carbon copy of what he did in the Enduro to take the race win.
Bobby Trundley's going to win this one if everything stays as it is. A mistake from Coppin. Jordan Taylor might get a chance. Oh, Mike Coppin got himself back into a defensive position very smartly indeed there. Meanwhile, with Hackworth now in front of Owen Genman, Joe Ellis is breathing all over the back of Owen Genman's kart as they come over the line into turn 1 once more. Genman under pressure from Joe Ellis.
Now, this is a very close battle, isn't it, between 5 of these. 1 spot on the podium left, 6 involved. Who's going to take it?
I'm not entirely sure that Chris Alcock is safe in second place yet either. If these guys continue to battle Coppin and Taylor, then it's a done deal. But if they work together in the last couple of laps, then it might just open up for second place.
I think Coppin won't take that chance. I think he'll want to defend for this.
Surely into turn 4, Hackworth's got to consider an opportunity. He doesn't quite have the space to make it work.
He's got to be careful, because with Lacey so close to the back of Taylor, if you make a move and get it wrong, you're going to plough straight into the side of Jordan Taylor. And here comes a challenge from Taylor.
Taylor and Coppin, side by side through 6. Have they got through together? Just about. Coppin managing just for the moment to hang on in there.
He's got to start defending Mike Coppin. He's got to start defending now.
So close, and Lacey swarming around all over the back of him as well there, with an opportunity knocking for Chris Hackworth and Owen Genman in there. Joe Ellis along for company as well. Trundley lapping back markers. Chris Alcock safe in second position, you have to say. But third position, who is that?
Who is that?
Is that Hackworth?
No, it's Coppin still. Well, it is Coppin still, but Hackworth's actually under pressure from Genman once again.
So Hackworth trying, I think he tried to make a move maybe on Lacey into 9 and had to back out of it, and that has caused a little bit of a momentum shift. Genman might have a chance to go for him. Look at Jordan Taylor, though, getting really racy on the back of Mike Coppin. Through to 2, left, into 3, right, plenty of curb on the inside. Will he make the dive into 4? No, he's not close enough. He can't afford to risk it and then find himself in the tyres. Now they're on the short stretch down to 5, through the right, keeping it nice and pitched. He's got a good exit. Is Coppin going to have to go wider than normal? Jordan Taylor, surely he's going to have it this time. Surely Taylor's got him into 6. Thank you, Mike.
Let's see what happens when they come over the crest. Is he going to be close enough? No. Well, he's going to have to defend, I think, as you said.
Here comes Lacey.
Because Lacey's there, and Hackworth's there, and Jenman's there, and Joe Ellis is there.
Oh, Lacey getting a lot of curb on the inside, and that's compromised him.
Hackworth.
Hackworth's going to try. Lacey has to move to cover, and that's given Coppin a bit of a break. Hackworth trying to get through, isn't able to find the space on Lacey. They fly through turn 1. Jenman and Ellis are still in there for company. They've got to be careful now. When do you make the move? Through 3, up towards 4. Hackworth unable to make the move on Lacey. He's not close enough. Great racing. Absolutely amazing racing for this final spot on the podium, but it looks to me as though Jordan Taylor's done enough. Coppin in 4th. 5th is Lacey. 6th is Hackworth. 7th is Jenman. 8th is Ellis. And they're still all in contention, but I think Jordan Taylor's just done enough to be safe. Out of the final turn, the checkered flag will be his, and Bobby Trundley is victorious again. Superb. Dominant, absolutely dominant. Chris Alcock will come through for 2nd. Who's going to get 3rd? Well, we know it's going to be Jordan Taylor, but who's going to be 4th? Coppin and Lacey battling away to the line. Coppin's on the outside, Lacey's on the inside. He's just going to beat him. Lacey gets there first from Coppin and Hackworth. Jenman in 7th, Ellis in 8th. Richard Lacey beats Coppin over the line by 0.063 out of the final turn. Another 0.048 back is Hackworth. There's about a 1/10 of a second covering the 3 of them at the line. Magnificent. Jenman, Ellis, Spencer and Mitchell round out the top 10. What a magnificent battle, but 10 seconds up the road from it all, Chris. Bobby Trundley, absolutely invincible. Well, let's start off with our man in 3rd position, Jordan Taylor. Great to see you back. Great to see you back to your best as well.
Yeah, I really needed it, to be honest. I'd have had a difficult day today, especially in the enduro as well, so it's nice to come away with a podium, so it's all good.
You really have to get stuck in the final, don't you? Because it's all elbows out. You have to put yourself into a strong position and really assert yourself. You managed to do that quite quickly.
Yeah, it's really aggressive, you know, but, you know, game's on, so it's fine for a podium, so it's always good to do. So
you've banked some good points today heading to PF. Do you think you can be even stronger?
Yeah, I'm hoping so. I mean, start off slow just to see where you're at and then pick yourself up from there, which is all I can do. So
terrific. Well, good to see you walk away with a podium, and hopefully there's more in the bag over the year. Well done, buddy.
Yeah, thank you. Cheers, Joe.
Right, let's talk to Chris Alcock in 2nd position. Chris, that's good not a. It is good to see you again. 2nd position again. So 2 second-place trophies today. Not a bad way to start the day.
Yeah, rub it in, why don't you? I wanted at least one.
You were not far off, though.
No, it'll do. It's been a really good day's racing. This is why we come and do it. I had a great fight in the Enduro with Chris Hackworth, and then today, on balance, Bobby was better. He deserves the 1st place. He stitched me up like a kipper on the start, and it was just a lonely race for me, really. I was managing the gap behind. I couldn't catch him, so yeah, just bring it home and get a nice. These trophies are nice as well. The reds, we haven't had them before. It's all right.
They look pretty stylish, and that's 2 of them now, so it's game on in both championships.
Yeah, I mean, it helps my OCD that I've got 2 second places, so but they'll balance in the cabinets at home, right? But yeah, going back to the championship, it's a solid start, picking up where we left off last year. Last year I was 4th overall in the heats, hopefully doing a full campaign in the Enduros this year as well, so hopefully I can actually trouble Bobby for one of the top steps more than once. We'll see, fingers crossed, I'm looking forward to it.
Well, we'll see you at PF, and no doubt you'll be just as quick. Good luck.
Hopefully a little bit quicker.
Cheers, Chris. Thank you very much. Let's talk to the man who is on the top step of the podium and starts his defence of the Interheats final championships in beautiful style. Bobby, that really could not have gone better. Off the lights, boom, disappeared, goodbye Vienna.
Yeah, I have to say, I wasn't expecting that start to go as planned, but it was just luck of the draw, really. Anyway, yeah, it's great to win with not that much dominance. Well, it was dominant, but it's good to hopefully see the year follow as the same. Obviously, Chris has done well, Jordan's done well, everyone pretty much on the grid's done well to be as good as they are. I mean, I think the Inters, this is the most challenging Inters ever since probably 2015 when Joe Holmes was around. So.
And you were champion last year. Potentially now, you know you can beat this field. Is the temptation there to get a back-to-back title success now?
Temptation's there, but obviously you never know what's going to happen. This is early days. Obviously, I could end up having a bad 3 rounds and not come out of it. You never know.
Surely not you, Bobby. Surely that's not you.
You never know.
Always humble. Thank you, Bobby. Congratulations. Great win.
Thank you.
I don't know how he does this every single time. He's always very humble at the front again, and potentially, you know, we could end up having an even tougher fight for 2018 than we had last year.
Well, he always does it at Milton Keynes. It probably is impossible to beat when it gets cold conditions like that, but I think PF will be a different story.
Well, the championship is on in the Interheats. All you have to do now is get on the website and join us on the grid, daytonamax.co.uk. Grids are filling up. Make sure you don't miss out on your place.